All right, it's been a minute, but time for a morning weigh-in. See if I know how to work this scale. My wife just bought it. Okay. Let's see where we are. 180.5.
What's going on YouTube? Keith Moore Jr. here, and today I want to talk about how I gained 20 pounds in 5 months. So a little backstory to that. I decided to lose weight for my wedding, which was in October of 2018, and I wanted to get down to about the 160 pound range. Safe to say, I met my goal for that. I actually think on my wedding day, I was a little less than 160 because the day before my wedding, I didn't have an appetite. I didn't really eat at all. Really, starting 2 days before my wedding, I didn't really have an appetite. You know, I had a lot on my mind, had family coming into town, so the last thing on my mind was eating. So I'll say 160 pounds at the most, because I don't know exactly what my weight was on my wedding day, but I know I was for sure at most 160 pounds because I weighed myself a couple of days before my wedding and I was 160. Yeah, I was 160. So we'll use that for the purpose of this video. And now, as you all can see from a video I took about 20 minutes ago from this morning, I am 180.5 pounds. So how did I do that? I went into a caloric surplus. This is something that is very simple that a lot of people don't understand, or they may not know about it. So in the past, like when I was in college, high school, all of that, I didn't have any idea about diet and nutrition. I thought that, you know, just eat whatever, eat horrible, and you'll gain weight. And that sounds ridiculous for me to even say that now, but that's literally what I thought. And then when I didn't gain weight, I just said, you know, oh, my metabolism is way too fast, I'll never gain weight, you know, but I was completely neglecting the fact with how active I was. I was playing basketball every day, lifting weights, and even in college, I got into boxing. And for those of you all who have boxed before, you all know that the cardio involved with boxing is very, very high. So it was safe to say, you know, hard gainer wasn't the proper term for me. It's just, I didn't have the knowledge, you know, to put it nicely. So when I learned more about diet and nutrition, it was in my mid-20s, and I learned, hey, you need to be in a caloric surplus in order to gain weight. So I started making a conscious effort to track what I was eating, weighing my foods out, and make sure that the calories I was consuming was greater than the calories that I was burning. That's what it boiled down to. So now whenever it's time for me to bulk, I don't have any problem gaining weight because I know, you know, I need to be in a caloric surplus. And then let's say, for example, if I get to a phase where I'm stuck and I can't gain weight, then I will increase my calories because, you know, I know that I'm obviously not consuming more than I'm burning. So it's very simple. I suggest everybody who has a problem with gaining weight to, you know, begin weighing your foods out and tracking it in MyFitnessPal, and then you can make changes in what you're eating, in the foods you're consuming each day, based on, well, I wouldn't say each day. I would say look at it from a bi-weekly basis. So if your weight isn't changing, or if you're losing weight after, let's say, every 2 weeks, then, you know, begin making changes to the amount of food you're consuming. So that's the first tip I wanted to give. Now the second tip is just pertaining to the gym. So when you're gaining weight, doing a lean bulk, dirty bulk, whatever you want to call it, in the gym, you should be taking advantage of, you know, the extra body fat that you're putting on. Now for me, I try to keep that body fat, excuse me, I try to keep that body fat at a minimum that I'm gaining. But you know, when I'm bulking up, I mean, I gained 20 pounds, so obviously I had to add some body fat. So take advantage of that by focusing on progressive overload in the gym, you know, increasing the amount of weight you're lifting or increasing the sets, reps, you know, things like that. Because when you're in this gaining phase, yeah, you won't look as lean as you did when you were cutting down. So like at 180, my abs are not going to be shredded like they were at 160 pounds. But there is going to come a day when it's going to be time for me to cut down again. And I'm going to build as much muscle as I can in this gaining and bulking phase, so that when I cut down again, that I look even better at that lower weight of 160 pounds, you know, or I may only have to cut down to 165 pounds, but I'll look shredded because of the muscle that I put on during this bulking phase. And you know, when I cut down, I'm going to do a nice slow cut so that I'm not, you know, erasing the muscle that I gained during my bulk. You know, I'm gonna do it nice and slow and focus on just keeping the muscle and keeping my strength high during that cut. So I'll cover, you know, my goals for cutting when that time comes. But right now, in the short term, my goal is to continue gaining. As I said earlier, and you all saw earlier in the video from the first clip, I'm 180.5 pounds. My goal is to get to 190 pounds. The most I've ever weighed was 185 pounds. So I want to get to 190, really continue building, you know, my size, as well as getting my strength up. And then we will see how I look during that next cut. But I'm going to start, you know, posting more workout videos of me in the gym doing my lifts. And I'm also going to put out a video of what my current training split is, because I did switch from an upper and lower body split back to a push-pull leg split as of last week. But I've been going in the gym and just freestyling, honestly. I'm not even going to lie, and that's horrible. So I'm going to create a new program for myself, and I will share it with you all. So feel free to follow along if you would like. So that's all I have for you all today. Just want to, you know, quickly talk about, you know, how I gained weight since my wedding, and then I'll show you all, lower the cameras a little bit just so you all can see little physique action here. Then as you all can see, I have these are some little love handles in there. Well, that's what I would call them. A lot of people will say those aren't love handles, but to me, when you're used to being lean for the majority of your life, any fat you see, you kind of get almost self-conscious about it. But like I said, this is something that I always struggle with when I gain weight, not being super lean, but I have to get that out of my mind, because I know this is for this bulk is just for a greater purpose, especially when I get ready to hop back on stage again. I'll be ready. So please like this video, subscribe to my channel, and also follow me on my other social media pages. I'll include those links in the description, and I'll catch you on the next video. Peace.